Good morning. Welcome to field number 2 here at the Palmasola Softball Complex. It is day number 13 of the FGCL here during the regular season. And this is the first of 3 games here on field 2. And this game features the Siesta-Key Phinz taking on the Manatee Impact in game 3 of a 3-game series. The Impact won the first 2 on Thursday and Friday. I'm Tom Canterbury. Thank you so much for joining us here this morning. Here is the starting lineup for the Siesta-Key Phinz. They are 3-7 overall. They've lost 6 in a row. They're in 9th place by themselves in the league standings. They're 5 games back. In the loss column, under head coach Mickey Dean, the starting lineup is Alexis Morgan, the right fielder, batting first. Amari Braden, the starting pitcher, will bat second. Batting third is Paige Vukadinovich, the center fielder. Jesse Taylor, third base, batting fourth. Lily Palante, shortstop, bats fifth. Abby Sars, as a player, will bat sixth. Tanis Jackin, left field, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Faith Whitted, the second baseman, and Sam Albert, the first baseman, will bat ninth. Maddie Ford will catch and is in the flex position, but the Phinz are batting 9. They'll face in the circle for the Impact the right-handed freshman out of the University of North Carolina, Lily Parrish. Parrish on the year, making her 7th appearance for the Impact. She's pitched 36 innings with a 3-1 record. 16 runs allowed, 9 have been earned. That's a 1.75 ERA. 29 hits, 37 strikeouts, 22 walks, a 1.42 whip. For Parrish, who got the win in Game 1 of this series back on Thursday. As a team, the Impact, through 9 games, have given up 46 runs, 37 have been earned for an 3.87 ERA. And a team whip at 172. In the field for the Impact, Towery in left, Madlock in center, Peak in right, Nolte at third, Lange at short, Swink at second, Montalvo at first, and Ellis is the catcher for Parrish, the pitcher, and Rucker is the DP. Alexis Morgan to lead things off for the Phinz. Morgan batting .364, 12 of 33 with 8 runs scored, 6 runs driven in, has a couple of doubles and 4 walks on the season. First pitch misses low for ball 1, and we are underway. As a team, the Phinz, through 10 games, have scored 59 runs with a team batting average of .277. And team on-base percentage at .410. Fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 83 degrees at first pitch. Some cloud cover. Humidity is up, so it feels like up over 90 already. Grounded to first, Montalvo will field it and will not be able to make it back to the bag in time, so that's an infield hit for Alexis Morgan to start things off. It was a 2-1 win for the Impact yesterday. Pitcher's duel. Shelby Krieger won over Grace Harris. Samari Braden steps in. First pitch to her is low, and Morgan will take off and steal second. So Morgan going with the pitch, gets stolen base. Braden batting .310. She's 9 of 29, 10 runs scored, 5 runs driven in with a homer, 2 doubles, 7 walks, and a hit by pitch. .459 the on-base percentage for Braden. Game 1 of this series saw the Impact get a walk-off 11-10 win. So 2 one-run victories for the Impact in 2 very different games. That one's popped up now to shallow left, charging all the way in is Towery. She'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. So one out now, runner on second for Paige Vukadinovich. Batting .455. She's 15 of 33. First pitch swung on and missed. 10 runs scored, 10 runs driven in, 5 doubles, and a walk for Vukadinovich so far on the year. Yesterday she was 0 for 2, a couple of flyouts. That one's fouled off, past the head coach of the Phinz, Mickey Dean. Former James Madison and Auburn head coach. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got Vukadinovich to chase low and away. And there's 2 gone. And that will bring up third baseman Jesse Taylor. Taylor's batting .286. She's 8 of 28 with 9 runs scored, 5 runs driven in, has 3 doubles and 5 walks. Runner goes, and Braden is going to be out stealing third to end the inning. Morgan gets cut down at third base, and the Phinz are held scoreless here in the first. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. We played a half inning. Phinz nothing. Impact coming to bat. This is the FGCL. No scores. We move to the bottom of the first inning between the Phinz and the Impact, and here is the starting lineup for the Manatee Impact, who are 4 and 6 entering today's game. They're on a 2-game win streak. They're in 5th place all by themselves. In the standings, they're 2 games back of first place in the loss column behind head coach Ashley Prangy. Leading things off is the center fielder, Taryn Madlock. Addison Swink, second baseman, bats second. Taylor Ellis catching, batting third. Lily Parrish, the pitcher, bats fourth. Chloe Montalvo, first baseman, batting fifth. Kinsley Peak, right field, bats sixth. Megan Towery, left field, batting seventh. Kennedy Lange, the shortstop, will bat eighth. Batting ninth is Cameron Nolte, third base. Skylar Rucker, the extra hitter, will bat 10th. They'll face in the circle for the Phinz, the left-handed sophomore out of the University of Pittsburgh, Amari Braden. Braden for the Phinz here in the FGCL, making her 8th appearance. She's pitched 15 1/3 innings with a 2-1 record, 23 runs allowed, 20 have been earned. That is a 9.13 ERA. 23 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 23 walks. A 3 whip for Braden. Through 10 games, the Phinz have given up 83 runs, 77 earned, and 8.98 ERA as a team, and a 2.67 whip. So trying to improve on that. And Taryn Madlock will be the batter. First pitch, low and away for ball 1. Madlock batting .318. She's 7 of 22, 6 runs scored with a run driven in, has a couple of doubles and 2 walks. The Impact as a team has scored 49 runs through 10 games with a team batting average at .279 and a team on base percentage at .366. Offensive numbers for the Impact that have improved as the season has gone on. Madlock now ahead in the count, 3 balls, no strikes. Defensively for the Phinz, Jackin in left, Vukadinovich in center, and Morgan in right. Four-pitch walk starts things off for the Impact. Continuing the defensive alignment for the Phinz, Taylor at third, Palante at short, Whitted at second, Albert at first, with Ford behind the plate catching Braden, and Sars the DP. Addison Swink steps in, first pitch to her, low and away for ball one. Braden still trying to find the strike zone here. Swink batting 176. She's 3 of 17 with 6 runs and 2 RBIs. Has a homer, 3 walks, and a hit by pitch. Ooh, that one came in, and that hit Swink on the face guard. So she'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. Runners now on first and second with nobody out. And Madison Ford is going to hand deliver the ball back to quick word of encouragement for Braden. Now bring up the catcher, Taylor Ellis. Ellis batting 200. She's 4 of 20. 2 runs scored, 2 runs driven in with a double, and 2 walks. First pitch is a strike. Braden gets ahead in the count for the first time today. Throw back behind, and it was a close play at second, but Madlock's back. Schedule for today here on Field 2, it'll be the Aquanauts and the Rivernauts coming up at noon. That's the rubber match of that 3-game series. And then the Rodeo will look to get a sweep over the Pioneers at 2:30. Over on Field 1, the Circus and the Skeeters are underway. That's a rubber match. Followed up by the Squeeze and the Sea Cows. Squeeze going for the sweep. And the Queens and the Slice going for a sweep. That's well hit to right. Morgan is there. She'll make the catch and shoot third. No tag. There's one down. There's Ashley Prangy, the head coach of the Impact. Former Alabama All-Conference third baseman. First pitch is inside for ball one. Former Crimson Tide great now. Coaching for the Impact. She played professionally with the Florida Vibe last season. Lily Parrish at the plate. First and second, one out. 2 balls, no strikes. To Parrish, who is batting 248. She's 8 of 23. 348, excuse me. 3 runs scored, 7 runs driven in, a homer, and 3 doubles. She's walked twice and has a hit by pitch. Parrish with a well-hit ball to deep right field, ranging back, and it's going to go off the wall. Madlock never stops. She'll come in to score, and that is an RBI single. Long single off the right field wall by Lily Parrish, and the Impact takes the 1-0 lead. First pitch to Chloe Montalvo, fouled away for strike one.
Time. Eight running.
There'll be a courtesy runner. Madlock coming back out to run for Parrish, the pitcher.
Play.
Montalvo batting .391. She's 9 of 23. First pitch is high, and Madlock will steal second without a throw.
1-1.
Montalvo has 8 RBIs and 2 doubles, along with a walk and a hit by pitch. Had the walk-off in game 1. 2 RBI single in the bottom of the 7th inning, after the Phinz came back to take the 10-9 lead heading into the bottom of the 7th. Inside for ball 4, and now the bases are loaded, 1 away. Impact with an opportunity to bust it open here early in the first. And Mickey Dean's going to come out to talk things over with Braden and the entire Phinz infield. They're underway over on field 1. They're in the bottom of the first, and the Circus have taken a 3-0 lead over the Skeeters early in that one. Kinsley Peak at the plate. The first pitch, slow it inside for ball 1. Peak batting .278. She's 5 of 18. 4 runs scored, 3 runs driven in with a homer and 2 doubles. She's walked 5 times. Called strike, 3-1. Right in there, and the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Peak fouls that one off. Stays alive at 3-2. Another payoff pitch. Another foul ball. Taken to left, and that's going to fall for a base hit. One run will come in to score. Here comes the second run, and that's a 2 RBI single from Kinsley Peak, and the Impact have taken a 3-0 lead. Peak just went opposite way with that one. It fell in front of Jack and out in left field. Runners now on first and second. With still the one away, and Megan Towery is the batter. First pitch to her is a called strike. Towery, 12 of 23 on the year. A 522 batting average, 7 runs scored, 10 runs been driven in by Towery. Home run, 4 doubles, and 5 walks. A 607 on base percentage. Down the count here, 0-2. Pops that one up, and ranging back is Plante. She'll make the catch. And there's 2 gone. That brings up shortstop Kenny Lange. Lange with a 2.08 average. 5 of 24, 3 runs scored with an RBI, a home run, and 2 walks. Called strike 0-2. That one's to the backstop. The wild pitch moves both runners into scoring position. Ground ball back to Braden. She knocks it down, recovers, makes the throw for out number 3 to retire the side. But the Impact put up a crooked number here in the bottom of the first. They get 3 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 left. We move to the second inning. 3-0 Impact with the lead. This is the FGCL. We head to the second inning. Impact with a 3-0 lead over the Phinz here, or due up for the Phinz here in the second. It'll be Taylor, Palante, and Sars. Taylor was at the plate when Morgan was thrown out, trying to steal third in the first inning. Taylor batting .286. First pitch is a called strike. 8 of 28, 9 runs scored, 5 runs driven in with 3 doubles and 5 walks on the year for Taylor. One hopper back to Parrish. She makes a stop at the throw for the first out. That brings up Lily Palante. Batting .227, 5 of 22 with a run scored and 3 RBIs. has 6 walks on the season. First pitch is the ball. Parrish, a freshman at North Carolina this past season. In the circle for the Tar Heels, posted a .499 ERA. In 40 and 2/3 innings pitched, 44 hits, 32 runs, 29 earned, 32 walks, 23 strikeouts. Had a 4-1 record in her freshman campaign. From Mechanicsville, Virginia. Takes a strike there, does Palante. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Take a look at the standings in the FGCL entering play today. This is day 13. There. 20 days in the regular season. As the calendar moves toward July, we'll start to take a look at playoff standings as the playoffs will get underway on July 10th. Champion crowned July 12th. Ground ball to third. That's collected in fair territory by Nolte. The throw is in time, and there's 2 away. That will bring up Abby Sars. Sars 1 for 17 so far here in the league. 2 runs scored and 3 walks. The Squeeze are in first place entering play today by percentage points at 9 and 2. The Aquanauts in second at 8 and 2. Queens in third at 8 and 3. The Slice in fourth at 7 and 4. Impact in fifth at 6 and 4. Rodeo in sixth, they're at 6 and 5. Rivermox in seventh, they're at 5 and 5. Sea Cows in eighth at 4 and 6. Phinz in ninth, 3 and 7. Skeeters at 2 and 7 and 10th. Pioneers are in 11th at 2 and 8, and the Circus in 12th at 2 and 9. All efforts going to be made to make up a couple of games we've lost due to weather to try to make sure everyone has the same record heading into, or the same number of games played, I should say, heading into the postseason. It'll be the top 4 teams getting a first round bye, a 12-team single elimination bracket. It's inside. The count's full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So as it stands right at this second, the top 4 teams getting that bye would be the Squeeze, Aquanauts, Queens, and Slice. But a lot of softball left to be played between now and the end of the season. That misses just a little bit low for ball 4. And the walk puts a runner on first with 2 outs for Tanis Jackin. Jackin, a late arrival this season with the Phinz. She's 0 for 4 with a walk. Slaps first pitch foul for strike 1. And Plante's
88 running for catcher.
88's going to come out. That is Lily Plante. She's going to run as a courtesy runner for the catcher. Called strike, and taking off and out stealing is Palante to end the inning. So the second straight inning for the Phinz ends with a caught stealing. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left for Siesta Key here in the second. We move to the bottom of the second inning. Impact's to lead at 3-0. This is the FGCL. move to the bottom of the second inning. Impact with a 3-0 lead over the Phinz. Cameron Nolte leading things off for the Impact here. 9-10-1 due up. Mari Braden back out for her second inning of work for the Phinz. First pitch to Cameron Nolte. High for ball one. Nolte batting .211. She's 4 of 19 with a run scored, 2 runs driven in. She's been walked once and she's been hit once. Braden, a sophomore at Pittsburgh from Buford, Georgia. Did not appear in the circle for the Panthers this past season. Ground ball to short, collected by Palante. The throw is there for out number 1. First pitch, Skylar Rucker, high for ball 1. It was actually Sanchez at short that made that stop and throw. Some changes for the Phinz. They're rotating people defensively. Rucker batting .217. She's 5 of 23, 10 runs scored, 3 RBIs with 2 doubles and 3 walks. Has a sac fly on the year as well. Fouls that one off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Called strike 3. And Braden gets her first strikeout of the day. And with 2 out now, back to the top of the order, and Taryn Madlock. First pitch, Taryn Madlock is a ball. Madlock walked and scored back in the first inning. Madlock, a sophomore at UTSA. Batted .185 for the Roadrunners this past year with 5 RBIs, a homer, and 2 doubles, 3 runs scored. Their Van Tudeman squad in San Antonio. That bunt is down, and it will spin foul. Count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. came in too low for ball 4, and Madlock walks for the second time today. So 2-out walk puts a runner on first, and will bring Addison Swink back up to the plate. She was hit by a pitch and scored her first time. Swink, a freshman at Belmont this past season, from Tampa, Florida. Scored 11 runs for the Bruins this past year. As Belmont ended their season in Tuscaloosa at the Tuscaloosa Regional. Hard hit ball through to right field. And runners now on the corners on the base hit. Valente tried to get in front of it, couldn't quite get there. So runners will be on the corners with 2 out. For the catcher, Taylor Ellis, who's 0 for 1. She had a fly out her first time. Ellis, a freshman at Franklin Pierce from Crandall, Texas. For Franklin Pierce this past year, batted .274 with 13 RBIs, a homer, 6 doubles, and 12 runs scored. First pitch. That one's lifted to center field. Vukadinovic will get there to make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side and strand a couple of runners for the impact here in the second. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 left. We played 2, 3-0 impact. This is the FGCL. Three nothing impact as we head to the top of the third inning. Tanis Shacken leading things off for the Phinz. She was at the plate when Lily Palante, her courtesy runner, was thrown out trying to steal to end the inning. First pitch fouled back for strike 1. Parrish out for her third inning of work. She got the complete game victory in game 1 of this series, but didn't have her best stuff. Went 7 innings, gave up 10 hits, 10 runs, 6 earned, with 8 walks and 4 strikeouts. But battled through and got the victory. Much better movement today on her pitches for Parrish. That one hits the outside corner for a called strike 3. Jacking down on strikes, and there's one gone here in the third. That will bring up Faith Whitted. Whitted 1 for 17 on the year. 3 runs scored with 2 RBIs as a double. 6 walks and hit by pitch. Along with the sac fly. She didn't go on that one. 1-0. Got her first hit of the year off of Parrish on that game Thursday. Out off 2-1. A few drops of rain start to fall. There's a couple of small cells in the area. Most of them are out over the water. Maybe getting a little bit of the tail end of those. A little bit of rain's okay. We just got to avoid the electricity and the torrential downpours, which are prone to happen from time to time. Parrish asking for a new ball, 3-1. One low and inside for ball 4. So Whitted draws the walk.
Coach, I need more softballs. I don't have any. Coach, you don't have any softballs? Do you have any? I don't have any. The 2 went out and never came back in.
Sam Albert will be the next batter.
They need to go get it out conditioned.
Albert, another late comer for the Phinz. Just 0 for 1 so far on the year. She's drawn 2 walks. Batting in her 3rd game. First pitch is a called strike. That one bounced in, and Whitted will take second on the wild pitch. The 1-2. Low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out runner on second. Impact with a 3-0 lead as we play here in the top of the 3rd. Oh, that one came in and got her right on the hip. Well, Albert heads down to first, and the bases, runners now on first and second with 1 out. Go back to the top of the order, and Alexis Morgan. Morgan singled her first time up. Day off tomorrow before we come back for day 14 on Monday. The Impact will take on the Squeeze at 2:30 on Field 1 on Monday. And the Phinz host the Rodeo on Field 1 at noon. Morgan puts the first pitch down as a bunt, but it spins foul at the plate. Morgan, the newest East Carolina Pirate at UCF. It's her sophomore season this past year in her transfer portal and is heading to ECU. That is a throwdown, but it's back. Scored 8 runs for the Golden Knights this past year from Centerville, Virginia. One swung on and missed, and the ball pops out of the glove and gets all the way to the backstop. Pass ball moves both runners into scoring position. Now the payoff pitch. Low and away, ball 4. So 2 walks and a hit by pitch have now loaded the bases with 1 out for the Phinz. And they'll bring up the Pittsburgh Panther, Amari Braden. Braden's 0 for 1 with a flyout, but an opportunity here. Down 3-0 with the bases loaded. First pitch. Called strike. For Pittsburgh this past year, in her sophomore year, Braden batted .315, had 9 RBIs, 2 homers, a couple of triples, 6 doubles, and scored 24 runs. Swings and misses there. No balls and 2 strikes. No 2 is fouled away. Do it again. No balls, 2 strikes.
I don't have any more softballs. What?
One outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Softball, softball.
That one hits the outside corner for a called strike 3. Second strikeout looking in the inning. The bases loaded now with 2 away for the Phinz. Paige Vukdinovich will be the batter. First pitch to her is lifted to shallow left. That's going to fall for a base hit. 1 run will come in to score. And that's an RBI single for Paige Vukdinovich. And the Phinz are on the board. It's now 3-1. Jesse Taylor now steps in. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out. First pitch to her is a fly ball to deep left field. Ranging back and making the catch over the shoulder is Towery for out number 3 to retire the side. Phinz get on the board, but they leave them loaded here in the third. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors and 3 left. We head to the bottom of the third inning, 3-1 impact. This is the FTCL. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Impact with a 3-1 lead. Lily Parrish to lead things off. First pitch is a called strike. Parrish had an RBI single, and her Kersey runner scored back in the first inning. Mari Braden back out for her third inning of work. In yesterday's game, Braden pitched 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and no strikeouts. And she got the start in game 1 of the series as well. It's a fly ball to right. Morgan's there. She'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. And Braden, in that start on Thursday, went 2 in the third, gave up 6 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 1 walk, and a strikeout. Got the no decision in a back and forth offensive game. So one out now for Chloe Montalvo. She walked her first time. First pitch swung on and missed. 4 strike 1. Montalvo, a junior at Stony Brook this past year and is in the transfer portal. For Stony Brook this past year was 1 for 8. Montalvo waits on that changeup, grounds it back to Braden, who makes the stop in the throw for the second out of the inning. So now 2 out, nobody on for the right fielder, Kinsley Peak, who had a 2 RBI single her first time. First pitch bounces in for ball 1. .30 is high, and that's a 4-pitch walk. So Peak is on for the second time today. 2 out, nobody on. Now for Megan, there's 2 out, 1 on, for Megan Towery, who popped out her first time up. Fly ball to right. Morgan makes the catch, and that's 3 away. For the Impacts here in the third, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 3. It's 3-1. Impact with the lead. This is the FGCL. First pitch swung on and missed by Lily Palante. As we We open up play here in the 4th inning. Impact with a 3-1 lead over the Phinz. Plante is 0 for 1. She grounded out her first time. Lily Parrish back out for her 3rd inning of work. She's got 1 run on 2 hits in the first 3 innings. Three strikeouts, 3 walks, and hit by pitch. Swung on and missed. Plante down on strikes, and there's 1 gone. Here in the 4th inning, 4th strikeout of the day for Parrish. And that will bring up Abby Sars. She walked her first time. First pitch is a called strike. The 2-2. Outside, the count's full. Now 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out with nobody on here in the 4th inning. Impact with a 3-1 lead. Looking for the series sweep over the Phinz before tomorrow's off day. Low and inside for ball 4. And Sars draws the walk. Second walk of the day for Abby Sars. Plante will run for her as a courtesy. And they'll bring up Tanis Jackin. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Jackin, a sophomore at Boston College this past season, scored 5 runs for the Eagles out of Reno, Nevada. Fly ball to center, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Plante will round second and slide in safely at third. So that'll be a single for Tanis Jackin, advancing to second on the throw. Plante safe at third, and now 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out for the Phinz. They trail by 2. Running at him, missed by Whitted, and out at third. And they're going to challenge the out at third. So we'll take a look at that, and we'll be right back. On the missed bunt by Whitted, Palante is out at third on the throwback. So picked off, runner on second. 2 outs, and the count's now 0-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and the Phinz let a prime scoring opportunity go by the wayside here in the fourth. No runs on hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning, still 3-1. Impact with a lead. This is the FGCL.
Make him do it. Make him do it.
3-1 Impact. We move to the bottom of the fourth inning. Lange, Nolte, and Rucker due up, bottom of the order. First pitch is a 1-hopper to short. Stop made by Palante. Throw, there's 1 gone. That will bring up third baseman, Cameron Nolte. She's 0 for 1. She grounded out her first time. Nolte, a freshman at Florida Southern this past year from Valrico, Florida. Batted .250. That's a fly ball to center. Vukadinovich is there. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the fourth. Mari Braden out for her 4th inning of work. She's given up 3 runs on 3 hits. She struck out 1, she's walked 4, and she's hit 1, but has limited that damage. The first pitch is a called strike to Skylar Rucker. She struck out her first time. Rucker, a freshman at UTSA this past season. From Fairview, Texas. Batted .282 for the Roadrunners with 13 RBIs, 6 doubles, scored 30 runs, had a .384 OBP. Ground ball to second. Collected the throw. Pulled the first baseman off the bag. And so that's going to be a throwing error on the second baseman. And with 2 out, the inning continues. For another Roadrunner, Taryn Madlock. And taking off and stealing second is Rucker. Sars had come up ready to throw, but no one was on second base. Notice a few mental miscues for the Phinz here in this game. That one's fouled back, 1 ball, 1 strike. Compounded an execution mistake last inning. Tried to get a bunt down, runners on second and third. Wasn't able to get the bunt down, and then slow getting back from third. Runner was picked off. That one's to the backstop. Foul pitch now puts a runner on third. After getting 2 quick outs, the impact threatening now. Madlock has reached twice with 2 walks and a run scored so far today. Bunts and misses there. Bowls in, which fills up the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Line outside for ball 4.
Time.
So runners are on the corners with 2 outs now for the second baseman, Addison Swink. Swink singled back in the second inning, was hit by a pitch and scored in the first. Has the opportunity here with runners on the corners and 2 outs to add to an impact 3-1 lead that they currently enjoy. Impact won the first 2 games of these series, both by 1 run. An 11-10 win and a 2-1 victory. Ground ball to second, and that is going to be the second E4 of the inning. Brings home a run. It is now 4-1. It was a tough play for Franzen at second because the runner was flashing right in front of her. But it ate her up. That brings up Taylor Ellis. The first pitch to her is to the backstop. Ellis is 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts.
Point.
3-1. Low and away for ball 4. So the bases are now loaded with 2 outs. 1 run is in. And Lily Parrish will be the batter. 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a run scored. And here comes Mickey Dean. And he's going to make a change in the circle. Braden got 2 quick outs on the first 2 pitches of the inning. But then a couple errors, a couple of walks have allowed a run to score.
To the flex spot, she's going to pitch.
So Braden will stay in the game to hit. She moves to the flex. And we'll have a new pitcher for the Phinz. Ella Torres will come in to pitch for Braden. So Braden went 3 2/3. Gave up 3 hits. 4 runs, 3 earned. She is responsible for the 3 runners on base. They would be unearned runs, but she's responsible for them. 1 strikeout. And 6 walks. 3 of those to Taryn Madlock. So Ella Torres comes in, and she will face Lily Parrish to start things off. First pitch to her is inside for ball 1. Torres making her 8th appearance in the circle for the Phinz. It's pitched 2 2/3 innings with an 0-4 14 2/3 innings, with an 0-4 record. 35 runs allowed, 33 have been earned. That's a 15.75 ERA. 38 hits, 6 strikeouts, 21 walks. Parrish pops this one up. It's out of play. 4.02 whip for Torres, who took the loss in relief in Thursday's game. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. Lily Parrish at the plate. Pops this one up on the infield. And Fran's going to make the catch for out number 3. And Torres comes in, gets the out, and leaves them loaded for the Impact here in the 4th. But the Impact add to their lead as they get 1 run on no hits. There were 2 errors and 3 left. We played 4. It's 4-1 Impact. This is the FGCL. 4-1 impact as we head to the 5th inning. Due up for the Phinz. Here in the 5th, it'll be Albert, Morgan, and Braden facing a new pitcher for the impact. On loan from the Slice, Sydney Watts takes a circle. First pitch is a called strike. Albert was hit by a pitch her first time. Lily Parrish went 4, gave up 1 run it was earned, 3 hits, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Two balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Other changes in the field for the impact in this inning. George is your new right fielder. Parrish moves from the circle to third base. And Carter is the new first baseman. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Albert down on strikes. There's 1 down. Back to the top of the order. And Alexis Morgan, she's 1 for 1. Singled in the first and walked in the third. That one's grounded to second. Swing has it. There's 2 away. In the 4th inning, the impact made 2 outs to start things off and then ended up scoring a run and had an opportunity to add more. So we'll see if the Phinz can do the same here in the 5th. And Mariah Sanchez will get her first at-bat of the game. Sanchez batting .318. She's 7 of 22 on the year. 5 runs driven in with 7 runs scored. 2 doubles, 6 walks, and she's been hit twice. A 500 OBP for Sanchez, trying to get something going here in the 5th. Over on field 1, they're in the bottom of the 6th, and the Circus, who scored 3 in the first inning, still lead it, but they lead it 3-1 now over the Skeeters in the rubber match of that 3-game series. Those are 2 teams that are at the bottom of the table right now in the FGCL, but a few wins in a row, they can move up quickly. That one's foul, and it'll just get over Carter's head, trying to make the play from first. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Excuse me, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on here in the 5th. with a walk. Extends the inning and brings up Paige Vukadinovich, who has the RBI on the day for the Phinz. She's 1 for 2 with that RBI single back in the third inning. Watts looks in, the first pitch. Slap back to her, nice play in the circle made by Watts. She makes the stop in the throw for out number 3. For the Phinz here in the 5th, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We stretch on field 2. It's 4-1 impact. This is the FTCL. First pitch, a called strike to Ella Carter, getting her first at-bat of the ball game. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, it's 4-1. Ground ball, that's fouled away. No balls, 2 strikes. Carter is 4 of 24, batting 167. 2 runs scored, 4 runs driven in with a homer and 2 doubles, 2 walks on the year here in the FTCL. And that's a hard hit ball to deep right field. That one's way back and off the wall. Radin will collect it and get it in, but Carter will dig for third, where she will stand up with a leadoff triple. That is the first triple of the year, not just for Carter, but for the entire Impact team. That one almost got out of here. Braden tried to climb the wall, thinking she had to try to steal the homer, but it hit up against the wall, and Carter stands up with a triple. Emma George now the batter for the first time today. George, 6 of 22, batting .273 with 5 runs scored, a walk, and 3 hit by pitches. That one drops in for a strike, 2-1. Phinz through the 5-6 hole into left field. An RBI single for Emma George. And the Impact make it 5-1. Ella Torres is in the circle for her first full inning of relief for the Phinz. First pitch to Megan Towery is high for ball one. Towery is 0 for 2 with a pop out and a fly out. Ground ball to third. They'll throw to second for one and won't be able to turn the double play. But the Phinz do get the lead runner for the first out of the inning. First pitch is low for ball one to Kennedy Lange. She is 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. Held off, but it's a strike. Ground ball that will spin foul just to the left hand side of the third base line. That one's taken to right, and that's down for a base hit. Lange goes opposite way. The runners now are on first and second with one out. So we play here in the fifth inning. One run is already in. It's 5-1. Cameron Nolte now the batter. She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Be sure that you are following the FGCL both on Twitter, Instagram, and all other social media outlets. Keep up to date on any schedule changes, more opportunities for the players, especially those in the portal, and also your chance to donate to the FGCL and the American Collegiate League to grow the game and give these players the best possible experience and opportunities in their careers. Nolte with a ground ball to third. They'll throw to first to get the out. And there's two away. So now 2 outs with 2 runners in scoring position now for Skylar Rucker. She's 0 for 2. She reached on an error and scored back in the fourth. First pitch to her is high for ball one. Remember, coming up next here on Field 2, the second game of the day, it will be the Aquanauts and the River Mocs in their match of their three-game series. Scheduled for a noon first pitch. It'll be either then or 30 minutes following the conclusion of this one. Called strike 2-1. Rucker swings and misses. And the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And now the payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Torres gets the strikeout to end the inning as the Impact strand a couple. Here in the 5th, they do add to their lead. They get 1 run on 3 hits. There are no errors. And 2 left. We've played 5. It's 5-1. Impact with the lead. This is the FGCL. Jesse Taylor lead things off for the Phinz as we head to the 6th inning. It's 5-1. Impact with the lead. Taylor's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. First pitch high and away for ball 1. Over on field 1, the Circus have a 3-1 lead over the Skeeters in the bottom of the 7th. Skeeters do have the winning run at the plate. That's lined to short. Knocked down, but the throw is going to be in time from Lange for the first out of the inning. So 1 out, nobody on now for Lily Palante. She is 0 for 2. The ground down to strikeout. First pitch is in there for a strike from Sydney Watts, the pitcher on loan from the Slice, who's in for her 2nd inning of relief. Now 3-2 Circus, and the Skeeters have the tying run on second and the winning run on first. That pitch went to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Vellante down on strikes for the second time today, and there's 2 away. Maddie Ford to get her first at-bat of the day. Batting in Abby Sarr's spot, who walked twice. Ford batting .320. She's 8 of 25. 6 runs scored, 8 runs driven in with a homer, 2 doubles, and 7 walks. A couple of sac flies on the year for Ford as well. It is a final over on field 1. The Circus hold off the Skeeters and win by a final score of 3-2 to win that series. One out is short. Lange knocks it down, sticks with it, and the throw is in time for out number 3 to end the inning. Phinz go down in order here in the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-1 impact. This is the FGCL. Tara Matlock leading things off for the Impact here in the 6th. They lead at 5-1. Top of the order. Three now the count now on Matlock, who has walked 3 times already today. strike at 3-1. That win for the Circus moves them into 10th place and knocks the Skeeters down to 11th, tied for 11th with the Pioneers. Monday, the Circus will take on the Aquanauts, and the Skeeters take on the Sea Cows. 9:30 and 12 here on field 2. That one is inside for ball 4. And Madlock walks for the 4th time today. So now nobody out with a runner on first. Addison Swink is the batter. 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch. Inside, swung on now. And stealing second without a throw is going to be Madlock. So Swink now down to the count 0-1. She was hit by a pitch and scored in the first, singled in the second, reached on error in the fourth. That error from Swink, or that was off the bat of Swink, did bring in a run. No RBI for her, with it being 2 outs. The 0-2 from Torres. Ground ball back to her. Throw to first, got the out. Moves runner to third. There's one away. For the catcher, Taylor Ellis. 0 for 2 with a walk is Ellis. She was the last batter faced by Braden before she handed the ball over to Torres. And the first pitch is in there for a called strike. Called strike, 0-2. Popped up on the infield. Catch has made it short, and there's 2 gone. Lily Parrish, the batter, 1 for 3 with an RBI single back in the first inning. That one is a fly ball, well hit to deep left field, but ranging over to make the catch is Jack in for out number 3 to retire the side. The Impact cannot add to their lead here in the home half of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the 7th. Last chance for the Phinz, and it's 5-1 Impact. This is the FGCL. Into the 7th inning, the last chance for the Phinz. It's 5-1 Impact. Tanis Jacken, to lead things off. First pitch is blooped, and that is a fair ball. That hit right in front of the third base bag, bounced right over it. So Tanis Jacken with her second hit of the game. Infield single starts things off for the Phinz here in the 7th.
Fine.
Now we'll bring up Faith Whitted. 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored.
She offered.
Bunted at and missed.
Yeah, blue, here we go.
She flips back over to the right-handed batter's box, down 0-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and there's one away.
Kitty for somebody.
We got one.
For 7.
Hey, let's go to the field. That is 2-3. We got one.
Okay, the Franzen getting her first at-bat here. Runner on first, one out. First pitch is to the backstop, and Jacken will take second on the wild pitch. Franzen 4 of 17 on the year, batting .235, another one in the dirt, and taking third on the wild pitch is Jacken. So back-to-back wild pitches puts the runner on third with one away. Franzen's had 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored with a double, and 6 walks. Swung on and missed, 2-1. Fly ball to right field, and that is going to be a fair ball. It hit the chalk. Coming in to score is Jacken, and safe on second is Franzen.
They want to challenge that.
And they're going to challenge whether or not that was a fair or foul ball. I'll be right back. So the play is upheld under a challenge, so Franzen with the RBI double brings in a run. And Alexis Morgan fouls the first pitch back for strike 1. That one's bunted foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Morgan with a fly ball to left. Towery is there. She'll make the catch for out number 2. And the Phinz are down to their final out. Mariah Sanchez will be the batter. She walked her first time back in the 5th. Franzen stands on second. There's 2 away. First pitch is low for ball 1. That's on the inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sanchez with a fly ball to left center. Ranging over to make the catch is Towery for out number 3 to retire the side and in the ball game. Your final score: Impact 5, Phinz 2. For the Phinz, here in the 7th, they get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. With the victory, the Impact improves to 7-4, and they sweep this 3-game series over the Phinz, who fall to 3-8 and are now on a 7-game losing streak. For the Impact, 5 runs on 6 hits. They did not commit an error. They left 11 runners on base. For the Phinz, 2 runs on 5 hits. They committed 2 errors and left 6 runners on. Once again, your final score: Impact 5, Phinz 2. Coming up next, here on Field 2, it's going to be the Aquanauts and the Rivermocks coming up at noon or just a little bit after. Until then, I'm Tom Canterbury, and this is the FGCL.